iNews Views, April 27th. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. John Quincy Adams. Field trips are now on hold across the Korean Peninsula following the seawall disaster. A flurry of measures by school officials have been implemented to ensure the safety of students, and a wave of anxiety is sweeping through neighborhoods as parents worry about their children's safety. The government and citizens alike are calling for a greater commitment to building a culture of safety. Officials from the company operating the sunken ferry are being investigated for questionable safety checks earlier this year. Additional concerns have been raised about the ship having too much cargo, possibly as much as 3 times the recommended tonnage. Recent changes to the ship's design to increase cabins for passengers added nearly 240 tons to the ship's weight, which may have altered its stability and steering functions. The Korea Shipping Association is a lobby group responsible for inspections and may have contributed to lax enforcement of existing safety regulations. New England biologists are looking at how seasons have changed over the last 160 years at Walden Pond, an iconic site in Massachusetts made famous by Henry David Thoreau. Other researchers throughout the U.S. are examining flowers for changes in growing patterns related to global warming. Half of the species are flowering earlier in the spring and extending their flowering later into the fall. Some studies are showing the influence of increased carbon dioxide levels on plant growth. Findings indicate that carbon dioxide levels have increased by more than 40% since the mid-1800s. New York's Coney Island Aquarium is the site for an unusual internship for some area high school students attending schools focusing on marine science and technology. Students scrub algae off artificial coral reefs and learn important lessons on scuba diving safety. For most, it's their first experience with diving gear. Tensions are high in the Ukraine as Russian forces continue to occupy Ukraine government buildings and have even captured a contingent of UN inspectors and are holding them as prisoners. Negotiations are underway for their release, but Kiev is planning an anti-terrorist campaign that may escalate into bloodshed. China's water supply remains polluted despite cleanup efforts costing billions of dollars. Recent reports from China's Ministry of Land and Resources and the Ministry of Environmental Protection indicate that close to a fifth of the country's arable land is polluted with heavy metals that are the byproducts of industry and mining. One city's water supply was found to contain 20 times the limit for the carcinogenic chemical benzene.